There is a huge fight taking place right now on social media between the right-wing organization Judicial Watch and their president, Tom Fitton, and Kash Patel's FBI. That's right. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is involved in a massive social media fight with a right-wing organization that supports this administration, but they're fighting because Kash Patel is just not releasing any of the files related to the alleged assassination attempt of Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania in the summer of 2024. But via a Freedom of Information Act request by Judicial Watch, they did get some highly redacted documents, which Judicial Watch then went out there and said, oh my God, look at this. We have the shooter emailing with the cops days before the alleged assassination attempt. And that was huge news over the weekend, right, folks? I mean, everybody saw that somewhere. I saw social media influencers posting about it. Well, turns out that's actually not true, okay? It didn't actually happen. And the FBI, with their rapid response team, went out there on social media and said this. This is a clickbait lie by Judicial Watch, which is now nothing more than the fake news media. The unredacted documents are interviews of Thomas Crooks by college instructors, not cops, wherein those instructors reference to having emailed Thomas Crooks about coursework. Maybe if you spent more time on facts instead of clicks, you wouldn't be a laughingstock. Now, that actually sounds like Donald Trump himself wrote that for the FBI's rapid response social media account. But of course, Tom Fitton decided to get on there and he said that FBI Director Kash would promote this malicious, false, and juvenile FBI post is disturbing. Judicial Watch has fairly interpreted heavily redacted documents produced by the FBI and DOJ after nearly 2 years of waiting and litigating. To call me and Judicial Watch liars for doing so based on secret material which you have withheld from us and the court is beneath contempt. If you have unredacted documents to share with us in this lawsuit, we will happily review and update our analysis. In the meantime, as government officials, you have a responsibility to apologize to me, Judicial Watch, and our supporters, and to delete your tweets, and immediately release the other 75,000 pages on the Butler assassination that the FBI is still hiding. And then later on, hours and hours after that, he said, the FBI's dangerous smears and unlawful secrecy aside, Judicial Watch just updated its press release on the Butler records after further review of information the FBI had hidden. So he's admitting, he's like, yeah, you got to apologize to me. You guys are a bunch of a-holes. We did what we had to do based on this, and we're totally standing by it. And then later he's like, oh yeah, by the way, all that stuff we said, the sensational story we put out there about Crooks emailing with the cops, it's total bullshit. It didn't actually happen. We misinterpreted redacted files. Tom, I'm going to give you and your organization a little tip here. Don't try to interpret redacted material, because what you're doing at that point is literally making stuff up. I mean, I can't believe that I'm having to say this, but the FBI under Kash Patel was correct. Judicial Watch was wrong, which there's nothing surprising about that. It's a horrible right-wing corporatist, court-packing organization. But you guys are so bad that you made us have to take Kash Patel's side on this. Because again, he was right, or his agency was right at least. I don't think he knows what's going on. But Judicial Watch also has a point. Why aren't you guys releasing it, right? You killed the guy, okay? It's not like you have to worry about his privacy. Let us know what happened. Why does Donald Trump never speak of this event? Or the alleged golf course incident, or the alleged, White House correspondent. He never talks about that, yet he's mentioned the 2020 election over 200 times this year alone on social media and in interviews. But he won't talk about that? Huh. and you guys are redacting all the documents and refusing to release them, even as you're facing lawsuits to release those documents, I will side with Judicial Watch on the fact that, yeah, sounds like you guys are covering up some pretty important stuff. You're obviously not covering up that Crooks was emailing with the cops because that didn't actually happen. But you're covering up something, and the public does deserve to know what you're trying to hide. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.